gotta talk about self-love. Yeah. Self-love. Sounds so romantic, but I don't think. Okay, so for me, I guess self-love isn't... What am I doing here? I don't know. Why am I here talking about self-love? I don't know. But here I am, and I have something to say about self-love, because lots of people talk about self-love in a way of life. But I feel like self-love is just missing information, and then maybe how like you experience yourself. Cause like, let me just put the first point in there straight away, right? Where I think that we have it a bit backwards when we start teaching ourselves that self-love is more important than other people loving us. Because it cannot be more important. It's either the same or it's not more important. I find it very important, right? People loving each other. So then when we talk about self-love and we say, oh, this is the number one thing, I feel like no, it's half of the number one. You have to split the number one in half, and it's me and you in the number one. So anyway, the reason why I say that, right, is because I've been observing, I feel like life is just like meant to just like witness itself. Because like talking about a crush and talking about all these experiences of like really connecting with people, I'm really noticing how amazing it makes me feel to be noticed, and how amazing somebody else might feel that I noticed them. And I just had this epiphany of like where life stood still, and it was like, maybe that's what life is just about. It's just about me witnessing you. Life is witnessing itself. It's giving itself to ourselves while we witness it ourselves. And it feels good to be witnessed, and it feels good to witness, especially when you have a crush and you just are in love with people and you love them. So then maybe that's what life is for. It's just like witnessing itself. So then in the witnessing of itself, you can't love yourself more than somebody else loving you. And so then let's talk about self-love for a second. And I guess I feel like what self-love is when, firstly, I feel like it's the information and the knowledge and the belief that you deserve to be your best, and you deserve yourself. And not only do you deserve to be yourself, be your best self, you actually give it to yourself to be your best self, and you see the best in yourself, and you believe in the best in yourself, and then you get to play with this self-love of like, who do I choose to be? But I feel like the first bit of important knowledge is to know that you deserve to do that. You have every right to do that, to design yourself, to design your best self. And when you give that to yourself and you're allowing yourself to form this best picture of yourself, that is self-love. So I don't feel like self-love is about loving yourself. I feel like self-love is about allowing the self to be loved and to be loved, and to know that you deserve that. And the act of people loving you, I feel like that has to exist just as important as knowing that you deserve to be loved. Otherwise, what we're doing this for? Because we're not doing it for ourselves, because literally we're witnessing ourselves, and without each other witnessing each other, what are we doing it for? So then we are doing it for others, because through the eyes of another, we are shown who we are. Because I have an idea of myself, and then somebody else tells me, yes, that is working, or yes, whatever. So I am seeing myself through the eyes of others. And then we love ourselves more when other people love us, because they show us the example of what we are that's great. So then we love ourselves when other people love us. And that's okay. And I feel like maybe we are teaching that that's not okay, that you should only lean on yourself for self-love. But I feel like that's impossible, because we're here together. So then I should lean on your love, as well as, like I said, having the idea that I deserve the best. And actually, when we are loved by others, we gain more perspective on ourselves. Because if we're living alone and we just got all of our ideas of ourselves and nobody else is there to witness us, we're not really fully grasping who we are. And then because others are there witnessing us, they're telling us, they're grasping who we are, and then that makes us gain more perspective and grow. So I feel like self-love is to be loved by both yourself and others. So what can I say? I just went on a roller coaster there of like what self-love is. And if you think about it, people ultimately watching us, those people prove to us what we have in our ideas about ourselves. They prove to us that that is reality. So honestly, I'm really making a point here that we have to, as well as love from others is as just important as love for the self. And actually I feel like those are two different things, because the love for the self is more, like I said, you give yourself permission to be loved, and then the outside is telling you, yes, you are loved. And both of those are equally as important. Okay, so I just said that again. Oops. Back to the meaning of life, of self-love and loving each other. I feel like the point to life of like all of this witnessing is to actually just be excited, because aren't you just excited to show yourself? And if you're not, if you think about it, in certain moments you are, when you're using your creativity and you're needed, or you're having fun or stuff like that, you are needed. So don't you just love that you can have self-love and you can share yourself to inspire others? Okay, well, thanks for listening if you have listened. I'm trying to think, did I miss something about self-love that I should have talked about? Yeah, I have to add there about the love from the outside and not just the love from the self. And that's why they're both equally as important as each other, right? Because the love for the self is you standing strong in your power. You say, no, this is what I want, this is what I deserve, this is what I should have. And you have to stand strong in that power, because the outside world, unfortunately right now, we don't really express love easily. Or if we do, it has a condition. Oh no! So then the outside world, because it has an influence on our self-love, because literally we're here together, it's showing me that I'm not good enough in this way or that way, or this way or that way. And then other people are showing me that I am good enough in this way and that way. And I guess that's why it makes sense why people are trying to teach you, oh no, go for the self-love of the alone one, because that one you're guaranteed happiness. But this world doesn't just work that way. It works as a collective as well. So we do have to fix the problem of the outside love, because it is equally as important as the alone love. Wow. And I guess how we fix that is by teaching everybody the first love, the alone love, of like, no, but you deserve this, you deserve the best. And actually, if everybody got taught that, and maybe the people who are not very nice and who doesn't know how to love you and they don't love you, maybe they don't know self-love, because if they did, they would love others because they feel good about themselves. So when you feel good about yourself, you naturally want to give to others. So maybe the people who are causing the problem, they actually don't love themselves like that. Like the way I'm saying with these ideas that I deserve the best, life is the best and I can have it. I don't get it. I need to talk to them. I'm talking to myself here. I need to talk to them to see. I don't know. Anyways, it was lovely to talk to you, and an extra little point there at the end. So until next time, I will be back with another video. Bye.